All right, realtors, whatever you call yourself, we're screwed right now. Not really, but so as you know, your big NAR and MIBOR have really set everyone up for failure here. And you got the whole lawsuit going with the buyer's agency agreement, and everybody's talking about it, but nobody's talking about the practice. They're arguing back and forth about what we think we should do with this buyer's agency agreement and who we can show properties to. And I talked to 3 realtors last week, and all 3 of them were incapable, literally had no idea how to get their buyer to pay them. So here's a couple things I've got some advice on as realtors. Number 1, if you made a living over the last 10 years posting on Facebook that it doesn't cost the buyer to buy a home, that the seller pays all the commissions, you lied to your customers, and you should have seen this coming. If you do not think that the buyer in the end is paying the commission, then you don't understand how money works. You don't understand the price of the home. You're misled. And so if that's been your business model, I'm sorry, those days are over. And if you're going to say things like, oh, you got to have representation, it's free, well, you're free then. You're probably not going to get paid. So if that was your business model, you got to stop doing that. Never, ever, ever say it doesn't cost you anything to have a buyer's rep, because it does. Next, you got to learn how to talk to your customers. So you say you're a buyer's rep, you want to show somebody a property, you got to have a hard conversation with them. And that conversation revolves around how you get paid. And I know it's uncomfortable for a lot, and I know a lot of times, because yes, we've been trained to say it's being paid by the seller, or it's just assumed, because thank God listing agents put the little 3% BAC in the listing, right? It makes it a lot easier, and then you don't have to talk about money with your clients. Well, now you got to sit down with them, and you have to say to them, let's say the seller won't pay a commission. Are you willing to pay me a commission? And if you are, how much? Because this is what I would like to charge, and let's figure out what you're willing to pay me out of pocket, cash, to get this deal done. If they're not willing to pay you, I'm not sure you probably have any value with them. And that's what we have to do in business, is we got to figure out if we can make money doing it, and who's going to pay us and how to charge, because it's all about money. So that's it. We got to learn to have a hard conversation with our buyers and be clear with them. I know a broker that charges 10% commission on his deals. And the reason he charges 10% commission on his deals is because he's an absolute vital piece to that transaction. And he knows it. He's got more data. He's got more information. He's slick. He understands the transaction better than anybody in it. And he charges 10%. And he does not bat an eye when someone says, I don't want to pay you 10%. So as a broker or realtor, learn what you're providing and have a very strong list of services, if it's a service or information that you provide for your money, and be able to relate that to the transaction and the dollars of your buyer. So be good at selling yourself, not just the property. Lastly, quit. I read a book every April that's called The Dip, and it tells me to quit things that aren't working. And let's say it's not working to be making offers, hoping they pay a commission, or your buyers aren't willing to pay your commission. Quit. Honestly, what's the point? You're out of business. You're begging people to do business with you for free. Quit. Do something else. It sucks. Why would you work for free and beg people, right? So that's the best I got for you. Listen, no National Association of Realtors or MIBOR is going to help you. No big brokerage is going to train you. No little broker is going to train you. It's all about us being really good at our business and providing an awesome service and information. So best of luck. I hope you do great. Have a good day.